I wanted to take a quick look at Norway's perspective here for Vision. Is this the beginning of his taking a look? Yeah. Okay, so he's just starting to go take a look, and he'll be 5 or 6 turns and see nothing. So that's, well, this is going to be the interesting part. He's going to need some gold, and he can't even pre-buy galleys now, right? Like he's going to have to get, he's going to need builders to come out and chop some caravels real quick if he's going to settle this. It's going to be a very dangerous timing. Offie Grunge Melm is dead indeed. Balloon support for Gaul Arties. Oh, you mean yeah? We were talking about the where he goes, right? Like top tree balloons into planes was a possibility for Norway, right? Balloons and planes to support pushes this way. That's kind of my thought. Um, yeah, Norway goes straight, then he could take the settler with a long ship. Yeah, that's the thing. If he ever got there, like if he ever beelined it, I mean, he's probably what? I mean, the stone would be a nice settle, but he could just settle non-fresh right here is pretty good as well. Or like right here, non-fresh. I mean, ideally, I love the stone settle here. But does he wait? Does he wait that long? 5 more turns from a settle. These guys definitely get there in time. Gaul's about to take France's cap. Yeah. Coring up. So he obviously has nationalism. Not too long after the prediction of the same timing as the Mercs on Zulu. Lots of knights coming. Where is he in the tech tree? Ballistics in 4. So Cuirassier push will pack a punch. I mean, he didn't really do much. It got rejected pretty hard by France here. Like kind of as you said, right? With those crossbows would pack a punch as France. And he's pushed it
I
away.
mean, that push was never going to kill him.
Yeah, no, it was like pillage, harass, you
It's a
know.
shame he lost as many units as he did, but I guess that's just how he stepped over with the
Yeah,
3
he
units.
pillaged a campus. That would have boosted him a little bit faster in ballistics, probably. Um, got like that'd be 3, 4 pillages off.
I mean, he
It's
has Bombard on Toulouse next turn.
yeah, yeah, with general. So he pops up on the hill and tears those walls down. The Cuirassier had to push off here to heal up. The horse has probably got to shift enter away. Yeah, like he dies pretty soon. Like short of a lot of muskets. I mean, muskets aren't even going to stop the Cuirassier Knights, so or the Cuirassier push, of course. We kind of mentioned. Oh, he got. Oh,
Oh no.
oh, not like this. I was like, why is he building audience chamber? Oh, he's repairing it. Okay, I don't even think he got. Oh, he did. Yeah, he got Grandmaster Chapel pillaged as well. It's right there. So he's got it. He's trying to repair them. The stupas are going in. But yeah, I likely he's gonna need. We kind of talked about it. What's his faith at? He's doesn't have much. 191 a turn though. He's gonna need to faith buy some units and push him out and create some pressure here because this is gonna get ugly. India has Tithe. India has Tithe, and I'm imagining he's spread it through most of Rome. Yeah, yeah, he has Tithe and Defender and Stupas, but that's not going to matter.
I'm sort of kind of waiting for Rage to start popping off. He's
Oh,
usually a big sim boy, isn't he?
making a yeah, no, it's true. He's simmed up and but no pop off, like you said, isn't no real pop off by Rage. Like those are pretty mediocre stats. Turn 69 as free sim Ethiopia or free sim Gandhi. But yeah, a lot of cities spread there. Take a look at the lens. Like that's a lot of pink. That's a lot of gold.
Oh wow, yeah, that is.
And it's even getting into France. It's even up here. It's converts in 12. Like it's that's a lot of gold. Every single one of these cities is 2 gold.
Dude, do you think that Rage could religious victory over Norway?
He'd have to do something about Norway, but yeah. I mean he could meme it up. Trade route for Norway there. Just wanted to take a look here at what's up. Oh, that's not a bad one. Science for faith adjacency for Norway. There's a university, library. Yeah, pretty mediocre performance. Oh, actually, look at this. Norway came across the top. How the... Wait a minute. Okay, so he actually plopped... He didn't even go coastal. He just plopped around right in the middle of the mountains.
Okay, yeah, he just wants more campus cities, right?
Yeah, probably something similar here. He plops that down right where it's at. Another campus. He's not even considering, I don't think. These guys are on the way, but he must have taken one early. He's come all the way around the top, and he's actually got a long ship in here just taking a peek. Oh, actually, looks like he did a little pillage on the horsies. He's already gotten a little bit of havoc growing in there. Where's the action? I guess we'll go here. Oh, there you go. The bombard stepped in. I'm going to leave you there. Take about a 30-second to a minute break here, and you can... Ooh, field cannon. That's going to be interesting. I'll leave them to you here, Tom.
Hello, guys. So, what do we think here on poor Nyrona? Does Nyrone die in the next 20 turns? Does the Zulu push kill him? I think Asdeath defends him on Cockroach City. I think Toulouse and maybe Leon are done. Hello guys, this is the chair speaking. Normally you cannot hear what the chair has to say because Norm is sat on me. But today... No, I'm not reading the chat off it. I think Persia is gonna try and get to 200 science now. I think that's got to be his goal, right? I think he just sits back and goes tanks and unis. I do dislike the lack of like military academy infrastructure, though, as we were saying earlier.
Where's the general? Am I blind? How come
France?
Oh, yeah, sorry. It's on the way on the left. Yeah. Wow. Field cannon got shredded by those crossbows. Falcon science is really taken off there. The fake science for Norway ends in 6 turns. And I mean, it's a lot of fake science, I think.
What's Norway tech? Is he still going industrial?
12. Yeah, I mean, he's getting 12 science almost every one of these harbors. 10. Like, that's... I mean, he's got to be getting close to 100 science. Probably more than 100 science of fake science. Like, that's insane. Yeah, industrial next turn.
Okay, I do kind of like that they both didn't go tanks together, because it just doesn't look like they're... Like, neither of them are ready for tanks.
Mm-hmm.
Really.
Yeah, like, I mean... To me, like, if he'd have got... If Persia had gone straight to universities instead of settlers, their tank timing could have been so much better. You know, tanks right into your industrials, like we mentioned, into your encampments. Encampment on the front line here.
Okay, he's doing it now.
Stables is going up. Encampment back in here is good. So starting to get a couple universities, but just, yeah, turn 71. Not bad. Not bad on the timing. Was sorry, people were criticizing who?
Oh, ooh la la! Look at that French aqueduct setup. That's actually beautiful. No, not in France. In Persia, in Paras Galde, Sparta, Shari e Quimi. Look at that. Glorious.
Where? Sorry, I'm missing it.
Look, he's got the 3 aqueducts set up, right?
Oh, up here?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Gonna kill that 4-2 tile. Was that commercial, I guess? Yeah, that's the commercial. Wow, yeah, that's
The pattern is Potato McWhiskey Industrial Megacom.
yeah, it's literally right out of the Potato McWhiskey handbook.
That is a trademark.
Yeah.
Signature. It's his special move.
Yeah. Like I build just enough industrial zones to power my research labs if I'm going that way. Otherwise, who needs them? Baron, I might be needed. We need 2 subs. What are you talking about? What's up, Peppermint Butler? That's the patented potato, yeah. Oh, wow. The harbor placement going down. We have an emergency. Jess left, and Fish might have to too. Are you serious? You can't be serious right now. I haven't gotten a message. He is serious. The game is paused. You guys are full of shit. The baby's here. They will... Oh my god. What's happening? Who's doing that game?
game that he's casting. If he were to back away from casting this game to play for this game, he is therefore putting himself in a bad position for casting future games.
Yeah, back in 1 second, mate.
They're talking about me right now. What's happened? I'm just watching it there now. Domitar's at work. Is Fish gone? Is it just Jessica gone? No, I'm not. I'm just looking at Zaddy. This is just Zaddy. He's Jess left and Fish, so they're probably having internet issues.
We're gonna relobby.
What's this 13
And move
minutes?
forward. I'm not
Jess
sure
had an
why
emergency
they
and
had
then
to go,
Fish
but I'm
disconnected.
sure it's serious enough. They wouldn't just turn us away. Yeah, they had an emergency, and it was such an emergency that they couldn't just hang around. They had to go immediately.
Well, can Domitar play?
Unfortunate.
Okay, I gotta get back to my duties at the moment. I don't even know. That's insanity. Golden is logging in. Domitar is driving home. Okay, and the opposition's willing to wait. Okay, so there you go. We'll be fine. Yeah, because I don't like. I mean, I don't know how. I don't even know how I would have. Oh, there's the Kirster push coming. I mean, I'd hate to leave them hanging, but like I've made a commitment here, and I don't really know if it would have been Toulouse. They need a melee. Here comes the Cursor. Field cannons. Yeah, I that's the one thing I'm worried about. I mean, the heck with the game. I mean, short of winning 2 games in a row, we're not making the playoffs anyway. I'm really worried to think that they would be in such a situation where she needed to leave.
Okay, I'm back.
Yeah. Welcome back.
Toulouse is looking
Toulouse
threatened now.
is... Yeah, they need to get a melee unit in there, but they're coming.
He's got 2 Corsair-Cos. I don't think he can defend this now.
No. And there's more Cursors coming, and yeah, it would be up to... It's kind of like what you said. Like, I think it's almost like, what is Rage doing, right? Like, we were talking about maybe Rage doing some sort of a push to defend kind of in here, right? And like make a push, don't let them just go straight to the right.
That Gorlick field cannon core is going to do some damage though.
Yeah,
it's got 1 in Toulouse.
Yeah, it's actually pretty shredding right there. No, the dog's fine. That's what she does when somebody comes home. When somebody's not home and then they come home, she goes mostly apeshit. Sideshow. I could have showed the dog all day, but she's gone now, and I'll never peel her away from her mom. So. Mummy's home. Yep. So Persia got much thicker since last we saw them. And these cities are growing pretty quick with those internals. That's the thing too, right? If you can time it, throw down a brand new city and put a 6/6 trade route in it. That's some pretty quick tempo on a brand new city.
It's very true. Universities
are coming along here now. Still not a lot of encampments to get revved up.
An industrial as well. It's pretty brave in front of.
Yeah, he is. Shit, 10 seconds. Probably gonna have to stop doing this soon. Yeah, he stopped at siege. He went to cuirassiers and then he's gone right back for industrialization. An interesting choice. Rage is hard simming, but I mean, complete free sim. He's been completely free sim Gandhi for 75 turns. Those are not big stats. They're not what you would expect from Rage, honestly. And I was expecting him to come in and maybe help. I mean, he's not bad. He's doing perfectly fine, but like at turn 75, you kind of mentioned like you would have liked to have seen him make a hard push to theater squares and wonders and make a play on representing a culture victory, right? And then that didn't happen. And he's kind of gotten his stats up across the board, like, you know, pretty even, perfectly fine, making really good gold with that tithe. But then it's like, okay, I don't know. Getting campuses up, universities are coming online. But where's the impact on the game, right? Like right here. Versus, I mean, you were kind of right. We missed it a little bit. But that Gaul field cannon sent those Skirmisher corps packing in a big old hurry.
What general is available? Does he not have industrial general?
So generals, by the way, Rome got Newton, so that's going to spike.
Priscilla? No.
Yeah, be great. I love it. Thank you. So they did a nice little play here. Gaul grabbed that one to get into Newton for Rome, so that's a big spike.
I mean, Falcon's about 15 cities now. Newton's really good for him.
Yeah, he's super wide now. I don't see any generals. Okay, so medieval Renaissance went here to Rome and Zulu. Zulu went and got theirs, obviously, and then nothing yet. So
how much is the general? Is it 300 points?
It's a 305, yeah. So everyone's still a ways away from getting one. It would take like 3-4 projects right now.
Yeah, I think no one pushes here until artillery and modern generals. I don't think.
Yeah, like this just got rejected pretty hard. Which is rough on Shaka because they don't have much science, so they're a long ways from tanks.
But Rage is spying on Shaka.
Yeah.
A couple of cuirassiers. Yeah, I guess Rage is gonna do academy artillery on Shaka.
Yeah, that's likely to play.
Do we see many encampments from Rage? Just the one?
Just the one right out front, I think, is all we've seen. Yeah, I just see the one that was out in front.
Oh, is he seen Rage is building great baths to protect his river?
Yeah, exactly. It blew up everything he had. He's like, the hell with this. Great bath o'clock.
Taking the power back.
Yeah, exactly. Just blew up that whole thing. Gov Plaza included. That's the worst when you get your Gov Plaza destroyed by a.
Yeah, and it's like the population as well. His city was 6 pop after that. There was
Yeah.
no way an Indian second city was 6 pop.
Yeah. Yeah. This Norway's not dead, not at all. This 217 science, probably half of that is fake. He's and he loses that soon, but he's got 10 gold, 10 science, 12 gold, 12 science on every one of these cities that you see aligned along this coast. He loses that next turn. So that number might not even be triple digits, to be honest with you. It might not even end up being triple digits. Overall, so Mongolia died early. For those of you just joining us, Mongolia died early. They went with a 3-city campus first setup, and it was mistakes were made all o'clock.
It was just punished very well by the Rome player.
Yeah, exactly. Like Falcon, we'll praise him one last time, and then that's it. He had a really nice setup. He went 3 cities into 5 really quickly, including a really aggressive forward settle. Just pumped out legions. The whole
Warlord's
team.
Throne, God
Yeah,
of the
Warlord's
Forge,
Throne, God of the Forge.
literally
Exactly.
10 legions on the guy.
And the whole team did a really good job of getting iron up early, and he just pumped legions. 10 of them just went to work. And he actually kept this city down here.
Well, that's good cities.
Escape settler. If he's gonna have a monument next turn, that's 2 culture, man. That's 2 culture. Yeah, and he got what's his name there? Newton. So 3, 6, 9, 12, 13 cities. Most of them will have a university here before
What's
too
this
long.
little pillage squad from Norway here at the top?
Oh yeah,
Have those horses, you see them? Have they been sent home already, do you think? Or are they about to land?
Oh, they're injured.
I think they're coming to get a couple of pillages off.
Yeah, they might be coming in to just disrupt Rome. It's not a bad play. I would prefer if it was like 5 or 6 and they weren't injured already, but hoping for oil. Yeah, maybe he's like maybe there's oil down here and it's just a little bit out there, but yeah. If he'd settled it one more to the right, it'd been a perfect oil city. Well, he didn't settle it, obviously, but yeah.
That was very rude of Malm to...
yeah, one more tile, man.
not settle it for the double oil.
Got the lumber mills coming in here for these flat cities.
180 science and universities finishing.
Yeah. That's like 1, 2, yeah, like you said. Whew. 4 more universities at least coming online. He's got some done, but yeah, that's another one. There's 5. Yeah. Big. He's going to be well over 200 science. Rome already at 250 with Falcon. The fake science, like we said, cut in half. By the way, let's take a look. Dark Age on Gandhi, Dark Age on France, Dark Age, and then back to Golden. So triple Golden for Esdeath. Excuse me, as he's gone with the Reform the Coinage for the gold. And then Dark, and another Reform the Coinage for... So he got canceled last time. He's gone back. He's gone into Reform the Coinage this time. He better hope he doesn't get canceled again. Because certainly the control of Congress is all in the hands of PP Patrol. What tech is Norway on? They last we looked, they had finished industrialization. They've gone back south. I keep going back to the well here on the... So yeah, they finished industrialization. They've gone back to ballistics. Interesting choice. I thought maybe they would go to flight and maybe support and maybe get balloons and aeroplanes for Hazagi, who also went industrialization. So super late game kind of a play here, which kind of goes to what you were saying, right? When they went with all these extra cities, is just late game hopes, right? Get campuses and commercial hubs in all these cities, and hope to get really big numbers when the turn timer hits triple digits. Okay, so I guess we'll go B again, and I guess preserve and X. Thank you.
Anything else? Salvo? Sure.
No, I'm good. That's good. Thank you, babe. Little fruit salad action midday. Gotta like it. Let me log those in. B for him. B on the preserves. B for him.
Be careful when you go out, so she doesn't disturb you.
Okay. Why is Norway on astrology still? On astronomy. Oh. Did he go back?
Potato Palace, maybe?
Oh, yeah, maybe he's making a Potato Palace play, yeah. Because he had gone back to ballistics and now he's sitting on one turn. He might be making a Potato Palace for denial. I still kind of feel like flight was the play. I mean, if you're going to get that close, why not go get it and then you can send balloons? Save them from doing it. Asimov, what? Mountain Time. Gotta go. All right, Hemlock, we'll talk to you later, bud. I don't ever play Faces, but I mean, yeah, okay, so you can't Faith by the Plains, but I mean, you could buy a couple balloons to support the artillery, is my thought, not planes. I mean, who knows? It's kind of an East versus West right now, with poor Nyreen, who got a settler stolen early.
Oh, Toulouse fell. He lost it.
Yeah, I'm Mountain Time, yeah. Oh, he did. Yeah.
He Touloused his city.
He lost his city. Yeah, I'm in Mountain Time, yeah.
First he Touloused his settler, now he's Touloused his city.
Rome can kill both Zulu and Norway with nuke subs. Oh yeah, I would think that that's kind of what Falcon's going here. He's going to get gunpowder right now, but I would think he's probably he got Einstein. He's thinking big science. Nukes the clock. Hazagi got wide so that he could get more campuses. I guess he hopes to make a play in the same category, but it was just the biggest thing here was that Falcon had a really nice spawn in the mountains and got a super easy kill on Mongolia, and now he just got so much land for free, like, and just complete. Like, look at these two. I mean, look at this. These two have half the map. You draw a line down the middle of the screen.
Look at this. Falcon's rotating his catapults off the Matterhorn.
Mm-hmm.
He's going to bring everything forward.
Yeah. Nice little holy set there too. +5. Double it. Yeah.
Oh yeah, we never checked the Congress.
Oh yeah. So Harold's borders will not grow. No. Wow. No encampment buildings.
Who put that through?
Wow.
Oh.
Interesting play by PP Patrol.
They're just like, we're just gonna sit here and play SimCity against you.
Yeah, exactly. We're killing you in stats. Let's see what you can do. They gave points to Esdeath. So he's going to build Maybe he's planning on building statue. In fact, he's actually 10 turns, and he's got an engineer on the way. There you go.
Very nice. I like this from PP Patrol. Just closing the game out here, really.
Yeah. Yeah, shut down encampments.
As Death put in, can he get in the Big Sea from where he is? He's putting some more harbours down.
Nope. Not unless they melt a bunch of
Look,
ice.
he's scouting it now. He's trying to find his way out.
Yeah.
He's thinking nuke subs late game.
Yeah. Yeah, you see he got another science spike with those universities finishing, like you said. Another one here as well. Military, so it's still a long ways from tanks for poor Zulu. So yeah, no military encampment buildings allowed. It's sim o'clock.
What is current Diplo victory count? Is anybody like have a chance at it? Who has points?
It's 7 points right now, so he'll be at 11 shortly. So with 4v3 control, he could be two congresses away if they really. Norway was thinking about denying potato. Does he even have a mountain? Or we could do it here. If that's what he was actually had in mind. Kind of assuming that's what he had in mind. He's back to ballistics now. When you were casting with Esdek from Valken, they actually brought up the possibility of blocking encampments with Congress to stop tanks. Really, that's kind of funny. I mean, it's kind of interesting because it really hurts Zulu, obviously, and then it kind of just puts a big hold on the game, and it's just like everybody back to your corners to sim for a while. Yeah, no 33 nukes incoming. Yeah, yeah, PTSD. The glory of Rome is forever. Everything else is temporary. Yeah, just scanning the coast here, making sure. By the way, the horsies. I'm gonna make him buy a unit or two. Probably lots of money. Falcon's got 346. Helicopter push, yeah. As death, a helicopter push after what he was talking about yesterday. Gonna get some decent pillaging in here until he buys something. Maybe buy a fuel cannon and just one-shot these things. Otherwise, it's gonna get some pretty good damage in if you don't do it quick. Commercial hubs. Aqueducts give gold, right?
Yeah, aqueducts are gold pillars.
Yeah.
I think I'd just dive straight for the commercial hubs to try and get the double pillage.
Bang, bang, yeah. Are those banks I see? No. That building just looks is a little bit tall and significant. Thought maybe it was from up here. I thought maybe it was a. But yeah. You don't have to worry about zone of control, right? Just go bang, bang. Stand on both of them. Pillage, pillage. And then you got mines right behind it. With road. A lot of science play going on down here in the mountains by Rage. Numbers are starting to get a little bit more impressive. Yeah, it just feels like there's going to be 20 turns to sim off, and it doesn't feel like PP or like Pyramid can actually win that.
Oh, here we go. Persia's making the Le Industrial Zone Complex.
Yeah, we'll take a look at that. But just look at land, right? You just draw a line right through here. If it's a sim off, that much land versus this much land, right? Seems like internet, 10-minute break, 42. Okay, there we go. So 10-minute break. Smoke him if you got him. I'll finish my fruit salad here. Pretty glorious stuff. So each one will be +6, right? So if you get the double card in, it's 12 production. How many turns did it take you to build all of it, though? How long until it starts paying for itself?
I've broken down the maths of the return of investments on aqueducts and industrial zone setups, and it's it's a horrifying experience.
Yeah. It doesn't go well for you. It's nice for the memes, but it gets in the way of logical strategic gaming. He needs a builder in here to get this campus going.
Same with the Persian cities. Those late settlers that haven't seen a builder at all, they're just getting carried by the traders at the moment.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they still have. Like, look at this. I mean, it's builder o'clock. Look at how good this city could be if it had a builder. All of this. All of this. Clearly not an industrial zone believer. Only to power research labs. Just that it's just a ridiculous amount of production that you have to then recoup before it's giving you an advantage.
So the thing, like aqueducts and industrials, like everything in Civ is an investment for a return, right?
Mm-hmm.
You invest into a commercial hub to gain access to gold food production from internals, whatever. You know what I mean? Like you gain access to other yields, but with industrial zones, you invest production for more production.
Yeah.
And the amount of investment that you put into an aqueduct, an industrial zone, and a workshop will probably never actually see a return in the production back. I mean, yeah, the earlier you get them up, the better you have for a return. The higher the adjacency of the coal power plant, you're going to get a return, but you might not see a return for 100 turns.
Yeah.
So they just have poor return on investment.
Indeed.
And they also have the added problem of district population, right? Like your districts being locked to population. So
Yeah.
if you go industrial zones, that means you neglect either encampments or theatre squares.
Yep.
Or you're finishing up one of these things at 13 pop.
Yeah,
So-
and at that point, how much of an impact is it? Like you said, okay, if you got the industrial zone at pop 7, get it done really quickly in a high production city and just ramp it up, and you have a super crazy fast city or 2 or 3 cities or whatever. Okay, that's fine. It's turn 80. None of this is done yet. Right? So if this game goes to turn 120, will he have gotten his production back? I don't know, maybe. But at turn 120, if he'd have gotten encampments up, now obviously in a situation that in a different scenario because they got canceled out. But you get encampments up, you get the encampment's actually going to produce units, gives you unit production faster, right? You get the buildings inside of them, and you get super fast unit production, and you get faster promotions on those units. It all ramps up into things you need to do in a competitive, teamer game.
Yeah, and then if you're looking at it from a military perspective, right? So not only is it more efficient to build units with encampments and improved buildings, and of course you get the strategic resources, but one of the most impactful military timings in the game is fascism.
Mm-hmm.
You can't make it to fascism on a good timing without theatre squares. I mean, yes, you can do a little mix of theatres in some cities, industrials in the other, but you have to ask yourself what the industrial zone actually gets for you. The majority of the time, it's just a big meme number on your coal power plant, and yeah, it's fun. It's like stuff like that is fun, but I've never been convinced on them, and
No.
will never be convinced on
I'll
them.
never be convinced on them. No, I'm the same way. No.
I'm old school. I'm commercial hubs guy.
Yeah, exactly. Like I mean, it's commercial hubs and campuses. Unless you're playing a unique civ, like you've got Pericles or something like that. But on a general, regular simming civ, playing in a teamer game or some sort of a multiplayer game, it's commercial hubs, campuses, commercial hubs, because gold and science so important, obviously. And then you get pen, brush, and voice to support your culture. And then if you're on the front lines and you're going military, then you need to get some encampments, maybe a couple theaters here and there to keep your culture up, to get to, like you said, because when those 2 pen brush voices run out, it's right around the time that you're getting into the culture tree, and you're like, you're getting down here, and it's like, oh, I just got to nationalism, but rip culture because pen brush voice is gone. And then all of a sudden, urbanization's taken 7 turns, and mass media's taken 7 turns, and ideology's taken 8, and so then it's like
doing ideology on 70 culture isn't much fun.
No, it's not at all. Without a boost to get, right? So it's just like this big roadblock. So it's like, okay, well, I've got to replace this culture. So like a lot of times in my head, I'm thinking, okay, pen brush voice goes away in 10 turns. Next 2 or 3 district slots I got, boom, theater squares, amphitheaters, go out and try and get a book real quick, a couple books real quick, like figure out a way to get some culture going to replace that, and that's how you start to make this push through here. Because if you have a good sim on, then nationalism into scorched earth, which is kind of the path you want to go for trench warfare and that on like a tank artillery push, that's right around the time that penbrush voice runs out. And if you go from 120 culture down to like Toom said, like 70 or 80, this is a tough sledding. This is tough sledding right here, and it's a long ways to fascism. And if your buddy that you're fighting against has got big culture still, he's gonna get fascism on you, and you're gonna have a rough day. Apparently, he said lobby is full. Do we need to unpause for him to join? Maybe. Oh, never mind. Okay, yeah, that was happened the other day on a game where the game was locked. Maybe that was locked at the end of a turn or something like that on a pause because nobody could get in. So yeah, it's tough because it's like you said, it's locked on population, and so at Pop 7, if you're starting to throw down industrial zones, well, okay. So there goes your culture, there goes your science, or there goes your military capabilities, right? All things that matter in a multiplayer setting. Can you explain what is meant by? Yeah, so top tree versus bottom tree is basically bottom tree is all the military stuff, right? So, obviously early is swords and catapults and stuff like that and crossbows. And then you've got your niter into all your important units. So your knight timing, your musket timing, and then into bombards, pike and shots, field cannons. That's all bottom tree stuff. And then obviously cavalry down here, which pushes into rifling and then all the way through to tanks and then onwards, right? So bottom tree is where you have to kind of go in a multiplayer game, or else you might die, right? And then we always say greeding out on top tree or something along those lines of going top tree can be greedy, because if you like get to printing and say, okay, I'm going top tree to industrialization because you get more production, you get your factories, and you greed out and sim and sim and sim and to get flight and all that kind of stuff. We call that kind of greedy, because if your neighbor says, oh, you're going top tree industrialization, I see you've got really nice mines over there. Maybe you don't have ballistics yet, and I come kill you with tanks, and it's really easy, So that's top tree versus bottom tree. Is it worth it with half cost industrial zone? Oh yeah. Like this is just generalizations for most civs. If you've got Germany or Gaul, then yes, it's all day industrial zones. This is an incredible setup, absolutely. Does multiplayer Civ skew certain win conditions? I'm coming from like 2,000 hours in solo and 0 hours in multiplayer. Win conditions, generally speaking, in teamers like this, it's all like military combat's just 4v4. Military combat's inevitable. Rarely are you going to get a complete total free sim where you can go top tree all day long. So you have to go military. You have to get your science up. You have to have gold to fund it. And then the ability to make units and make the right units. So that's kind of the focus. And then there's certain unique civs that have abilities to do high culture or faith and stuff like that. So they have slightly different, methods of being played. But generally speaking, lots of war, lots of science and military needs is generally the focus of most games. And then diplomatic things sneak in there as well. Very good point, Canadian Army Medic. Yeah, they have the bonus. And it's at guilds, I believe, right, Tim? Guilds get you Germany's free district slot. Yes. Versus base game, you get it right out of the gate. And that's just for equalization, because you can lock in the costs, right? So if you get it right out of the gate, then you can instantly put out a city, lock in 2 districts, and like that's so much savings on production. So you save it till guild so that most of your cities are built, and then you get the free lock-ins, basically. How the heck Doe makes a very good point. How the hell did Nyrene make it to this unique unit? Literally, Grand Imperial's coming out. Very good question, Doe. I mean, I guess
tells me with 24 culture, he's not using the card to make those UUs.
Yeah,
I don't think Nyrene has hit nationalism just yet.
No. But yeah, I mean, basically, Esdeath could take the credit for him being alive still. Esdeath got really aggressive. Like you mentioned it. He smelt blood. He went encampment, unique district in his first 2 cities, and then forward settled and started building units and made a big push to keep him off his back. That combined with Zulu missing first golden, and kind of being in a really tough spot, sitting on 3 cities, he just kind of was irrelevant really early. And it just, Esdeath came to the rescue, kept him off of him. I mean, he could live forever now. Esdeath with pike and shot armies in here. And like with 76 science, like Shaka is so irrelevant right now. Like he's 25 turns from tanks, at least, probably more. And this is just, he doesn't have a ton of production because he's mostly mountains into flat grasslands into ocean. So it's sim o'clock out here, folks. I'm sorry if I missed some comments, by the way, guys. It kind of got flying across there and I missed But yeah, if you got 2,000 hours of solo, I don't know what the degree to which you're playing the game. If you're playing it on deity, if you're killing it and stuff like that. I was 3,000 hours into playing solo before I even got into multiplayer. Other than the occasional game with buddies and stuff like that and other streamers, it was mostly just, yeah, I was all about the single player. And then third season of Civ World Cup that we're in the middle of now, Civ is the fourth season now, but in the third season, I got asked to come and do some casting. Did like some tiebreakers and playoff games and stuff like that. Loved it. And then I got a message from Corny one day. Completely, I didn't even know the guy other than I broadcasted one of his games. And he said he enjoyed the cast and wanted to help me get into the scene if I wanted to. Took him up on the offer. Went and played some teamers with him. Got my butt whooped a couple times. But all that did was motivate me to want to get better at it. And yeah, it was probably about 3 months to the day that I joined CPL that I was in CPL qualifiers to get into the CWC on a team of my own. And well, not my team, but a team that I was on. And had some fun experiences. I even got to play in this World Cup. And it's a lot of fun. Big difference though in the games. Big difference. Like single player, you learn a lot on that side. But it's mostly like how to sim. You understand how technologies work, the importance of different kinds of districts in different scenarios, and how to build them, and where good settles are versus bad settles, what equals good land, what is not, the importance of builders and improving your land. Like lots of important things you learn on that side, but there's a lot of strategy about multiplayer that's just completely foreign until you get into it. Obviously, we use mods that completely change the game. Governors, pantheons, all the civs, basically. The wonders, all kinds of different things have completely different changes that make the game way different.
And it's just the interactions, right? So
yeah.
You can play Civ on single player, you can start playing against the deity AI, and you can beat the deity. Sometimes you have some tough games. But then you'll play against a human player and they completely pull apart your early game with one scout.
Yeah.
Because they declare war on you, they bully you, they zone control you, they steal your stuff, and then it's like, well, this is what it's like to play against someone who's actually playing the game as well.
Yeah, they're making strategic decisions, like they maybe bring some horses and pillage your land, and you're like, what the hell, right? Like I was just free simming and you came and pillaged my land, right? And it just out of nowhere, it completely changes how you think about the game, and it's a big difference. So lots of field cannons at the front here.
Nyrene, 75 strength city now with his unique units.
Yeah.
Build walls and become a brick wall until artillery.
He's 3 turns on gunpowder. The poor guy. So, I'll tell you, international trade routes with a science alliance, research alliance, whatever you want to call it, has redoubled Harold's output on science. He was in the low 200s with his fake science off Free Inquiry, and then now that he's no longer canceled, those trade routes are heading over to his neighbor now, and they're each giving him 3 science a pop, and very quickly with universities coming online. Oh, he's also running a lot of campus grants. That's also helps explain it. I was like, because some trade routes and some universities, it helps when you're running a research project in every single city. I was like, how the hell do you get to 213? Yeah, exactly. Escorting settlers, and also like covering districts, like in teamers, especially where you're at instant war. Basically, it's like you put down an early district, like a holy site, or you throw down an early campus or something like that. Well, better get a slinger and throw it on top, or else it's gonna die. Like literally, like turn 15, you throw down a holy site. Oh, guys, I need money for a slinger. I got to protect my holy site. There's a scout here. It happens like every other game. It's gonna happen.
Well, Norway project in. What's he going for?
Well, that's what I don't understand. Like, I mean, I don't.
I think he's just boosting stats.
Yeah, like that's what I'm thinking. He's just got to be boosting stats because Newton's gone. There's nothing really. Maybe he's storing up for Einstein. I don't know. I don't know. It's really weird play. Maybe he's got nothing else to do. I mean, he's got population. You could like look at the population as feed the world. The clock. Holy cow! Pop 15 all over the place. Norway needed to go help with big cursor push and the tanks. Yeah, I agree. Okay, so they want to try and not relobby here. Yeah, it's kind of interesting. I've never really seen a play like this. Turn 83, research grants across. What is he? So rifling. So he's just trying to get to tanks really fast. Oh shit! I'm gonna crash the game here in a second. If I don't. Okay, I gotta stop clicking POV after turn 80. It's recipe for disaster. You think it's over? What's the point of trying to free sim in a position where you were behind with worse land? Yeah, it's kind of what I feel, Red Phoenix. It feels a little bit like that. Like with the industrial zones being banned. Oh, by the way, Singapore going down. The other team has 2/3 of the land and better stats. Right? Like it just. I mean, I guess you try to kill France here, but like, I don't really know. Okay, let me ask you, Toom. If you're playing for a pyramid right now, what is your conversation about as far as how do we win this game?
CC plus.
Yeah.
I mean, I think without too much hindsight or whatever, I think Hazagi goes straight for nukes and hopes he doesn't get attacked.
Yeah.
How that helps them win, I don't know. They don't have win condition, do they?
No. They don't really have a win condition because I mean, even if you get to nukes,
the only advantage I'd say that they actually have is that Norway can nuke people from the sea.
yeah, they control the waters.
So would their only way to win this game?
But he's tech into tanks.
Just literally delete PP patrol off the map.
Yeah.
Just go mass nukes on 2 players from Persia land and from the sea.
Mm-hmm.
Other than that, what are they gonna do?
Yeah.
And they don't have a win con, and I can't see an actual victory condition. I mean, Esdef's got statue now, right? Or how far away is that?
Yeah, he had to have finished it. Yeah. He had on it. Oh no, it's not. It's 2 turns. Okay, my bad. He sent an engineer down there. I assumed it must have been done by now.
Neither of them are in a position to pivot to a culture victory.
No. And
Rage, if anyone, Rage is going to win a religious victory. So domination is all they have, and I think the only way they
control the seas and nuke.
crack Gaul and take Rome and Mongolia is nukes.
Yeah, it's gotta get. We need to relobby. Like Falcon's getting a little bit perturbed. The turn rollover is brutal. Yeah, like there's like it feels like, I mean, his university here, it's a little bit, he's a little bit capped on science until research labs. Persia, I mean, so like there's not, I don't really know how he I don't really know how he like spikes to nukes really quickly versus, you know, Falcon's still getting some universities online, and those are equal to much more, obviously. Getting banks up, because why not?
How long's left on the Congress, and how far is Esdeath?
15.
How far is Esdeath from fascism? 'Cause if he gets ready for a fascism push on Hazagi, maybe he can just. That could be a game-ending push, I think.
He's about 10-ish. I'm assuming you have 3 military academies, so he'll get the boost.
He won't unless he can't actually do
Oh,
that.
shoot. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, he won't at all.
He's got
Yeah.
a hard tech it, and he won't
So,
be ready.
he's about a dozen turns. Oh,
He's doing this battleship play. I like this.
yeah, this city will go.
Oh, frigates.
He brought a little spearman over to one-tap it. Turning off encampments to disable fascism boost 5 head play, yeah. They turned it off on him though, on himself though.
What's Esdeath teching? Do you think he's going straight to flight? I think he probably does here. I think he'll
Nope,
go.
he's
land
on
to
rifling
flight.
right now. They're
Really?
heading to tanks still.
Okay, so yeah,
Everybody's well, Falcon's on flight too. Falcon's on flight in 2. Maybe he's gonna get to nukes, I guess. Complete control over the seas could have been really valuable if I just don't understand, if I'm Norway, why you're not thinking, like you said, like, okay, nukes is our option here, right? Like, get to nukes, because the thing is that Falcon can't really, without access to water, Falcon can't nuke anybody, right? He's half the map away from anybody to nuke somebody, right? So if Norway sprints to nukes and controls the seas, as he does, you know, but how far can missile silos go? I mean, I guess he could make missile silos way up here, right?
Yeah, he'll bring engineers forward, right?
Yeah, I guess so, yeah.
Well, he might have, like, he would have to start planning that sort of now, of just how far away. Not necessarily. If he goes straight for steam power, he can build a railroad pretty quickly with 4 engineers.
Yeah. Or airports as well, yeah. Does Falcon have a Panama Canal? I don't know.
I mean, eventually Esdeath's going to get let out at the bottom by the Culture CS, right? I think that was only a couple of tiles.
There's a few. Yeah, I'd have to get some melting.
Just think about this. With the whole lobby now going coal plants instead of encampments.
Yeah. Factories coming online.
Maybe you can actually get out through pollution.
Yeah. That's the plan. That was Gaul's plan all along. Block military encampments so everybody builds industrial zones, everybody builds coal power plants, melts the ice, Gaul gets out. Bang. Control the sea. Yeah, it's the re-lobby is a must here. Josh, thanks again for that. What can I say? Expect you're welcome for the tides, the sun, the sky.
I'm just going to grab a glass of water. I'll be back in a minute.
Sure. Okay, re-lobby o'clock here. What can I say except you're welcome for the tides? Is that a musical reference, Josh? You know those are banned around here. Movies are, I don't know. I think we go back to the well. We could do the Kill Bill movies. We could do Kill Bill movies. We could do a mix and just do one. It's a movie reference too. You're welcome for this tides, the sun, and the sky. I don't know it. It's The Rock. Oh, Moana. Oh, I haven't seen that movie. I've never seen it. You're welcome is from Moana. You're not a big Kill Bill fan? I wasn't actually a huge fan of the Kill Bill movies either, to be honest with you. I wouldn't say I hated them or anything like that, but I was never. Oh, it's Ball Game. It's Ball Game. They just CC'd. GG guys, well played. GG's.
I noticed he bought so much scouts.
I mean, no, we bought a lot of scouts.
Dude, how disgusting are they spawn? You have one guy with Zangi Dunks, the other guy with Chocolate Hills, and then you have Mongolia with, okay, Matterhorn, but like, eventually you can settle that.
Sorry?
Okay, that's true. And because it's for
Yeah,
them.
but you have one, but it was one.
One turn. Still good.
I mean,
And, how did you get City States so early on goal?
I got a free envoy.
Well,
No,
no,
no.
he meant
I
CSK.
mean killing the
Still.
City States.
Oh.
Warrior,
how?
Scout, and the unique goal.
Two
No,
scouts,
no,
yeah,
no.
One scout, one Gaisate, and
No,
one
whose idea it was?
It
Whose
was a
idea it was?
floodplain. It was a
Guys,
floodplain.
guys,
It was
guys.
City.
your idea. You're very big
My
brain.
idea.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You made up for it, man.
I don't know how
We gave you a settler as well. So
to give you a chance.
oh, shut up.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
No.
I don't
Not
know.
making, I didn't see the banana hill until very late, and that fucked me up because I lose my golden age as well on that.
Yeah. Why didn't you go for Ikandas, by the way?
Sorry?
For one. Why not Ikanda for Golden Age?
Because I had two compasses, two very good compasses, and I wanted
yeah.
to do that. I was expecting to get enough points, and then I stuck at one turn from the horses. You know.
Oh, you were 18 out of 19.
Sorry.
Were you 18 out of 19 or what?
Yeah, 18 out of 19, and
rough.
one turn about to get the cavalry. So I was like, fuck.
Yeah,
Also one turn from Chocolate Hills Discovery that would have given you the point as well.
Yeah, I know.
I just want to say, Rage, the MVP of the game had to be your scouts. First meet on 2 wonders that were 6 tiles from each of your opponent's capitals. And it was just, and plus you got some really strategic blocking in with them. It was actually a big impact on the game.
The campus pillage from Malm was pretty good. Yeah, I'll take that.
We were waiting on that. That I was baiting with the warrior.
Yeah.
And then he just went in, man.
Had one scout pillaging Malm's campus and the other scout holding Architect's one tile path.
Yeah.
Well, actually, I wasn't going left. I didn't know there was the banana. I was happy that it was left. I mean,
Yeah, I assumed you wanted to go there, but I mean, I didn't want you to be forced to go left and find Chocolate Hill, so I just went there. And I mean, it was like amazing. Freshwater 2-3 saddle on Chocolate Hill.
Yeah, it was insane. A 2-3 deer. It was like, and
it was an amazing city, but unfortunately, I didn't scoot that way. And my B2 wasn't off because we don't have any money to escort it, and I wanted to play secure, so don't lose it because we took the settler. I don't know.
Yeah.
Having to take 3 turns in your capital to build a slinger to clear that scout from Rage, like it was just so much tempo lost and so much it just felt like forever that scout was able to stay on there and block you. It was painful to watch.
I mean, I was 1 from a promotion as well. I could have tried to bait and get a promotion and move back in, but I didn't want to risk it. It moved away instead.
Guys, how clutch was that? I just took all the iron for legions.
You guys, your whole team. I mentioned that your whole team did a really good job of getting iron up for you. I will say that was insane how many you were able to push.
I mean, that wasn't for me. But then
I
I
mean,
said, guys, God of
for
the
you.
Forge, God of the Forge, and I'm coming.
Dude, I kept screaming how he died, and he was like, I kill him, I kill him, I kill him.
I was
I
doing
really-
the
I
exact
really did
same
kill
on my
him, so-
team. Yeah, literally the exact same. Like I
Irene.
had the Immortals 3
Leave me
turns before
alone,
we had
dude.
Iron for
Leave me
previous
alone.
game.
Most
Leave me
important
alone.
question of the interview.
Leave me
Irene, what
alone.
happened?
I
Dude,
don't get it.
we asked, do you have the shift enter set up? Yes.
I did have.
And then
I
we
did
see
have.
the settler, man. And then we
Wait,
see
you
the
had the shift
settler
enter
shift
on the
enter.
settler, but not
Oh,
on the scout.
Listen, I'm gonna explain this. It was perfect until he hit last moves and first moves on me. So like,
No, I think the shift enter would have worked if his
no, he
shift
moved.
enter didn't go first.
No, his warrior
Yes.
moved down the last second. My scout. was
I
down.
didn't shift enter. I just.
Oh, yeah, okay, that was the end of the turn. Yeah, okay. No, you just played like shit, Rokas.
Listen,
I-
Ruckus, I appreciate the Johannesburg, but that seller, man, we can't let you go off the hook for that.
I'll tell you, Nyrene, we were like, Toomer and I were just so sad for not only losing the settler, but when you missed out on settling that city. Oh God, because we weren't sure if he could see you, but he last second moved his settler into the location so that it was one of you was going to get the settle down, and I'm like, oh my God, they're just going to spam B. It's a stare down. And Tomb's like, Nyrene doesn't have first moves on anybody, so there's no way he's getting that in.
Oh, that was so bad for you. Horrible game.
I mean, this was just so unlucky. Like, guy has Zangi Dunxia. Literally, I have to go for
Dude,
it.
is how lucky is to get Zangi Dunxia second city on Persia, man.
Off what that city? It was
Yeah,
enough for
project. He said
It doesn't
I mean,
matter. It's still worth
it
it.
was still a very good city.
Yeah, with like 2-3-2 bananas, a hill culture tile, and a deer.
Oh,
Yeah, it was such a
God.
poor city. You poor guy.
Ah, no, fresh, man. Yeah, man.
long
It's
as
hard
you
to make a granary in
The
fucking-
3-turn granary.
Guys, I also did a general from Mongolia, so I contributed to killing.
Oh yeah, it was
Nice.
about the general.
To general, I think I got him on.
No, that was clutch because like he ended up losing the first city. With military alliance, I killed the second, and then I just brought the catapults for the third one. And I was one turn off killing the Tundra city before walls as well,
Yeah.
and Congress, and
Yeah, exactly. One turn before Congress as well. If it was one turn faster, then we would have won all of the things first Congress as well.
I
We
mean-
were considering doing, or like Roka said, we should have done the big brain thing of going Diplo because we assumed you would go Diplo since you would lose the
But why
Congress. right?
risk? Well, like why risk?
I mean, yeah, but then
Zulu
exactly,
is
but
just
there's
like
no point
negative
in
100 GPT there with units, and
I
like,
just realized I won culture victory for my team last game, so I can feed now, and no one can tell me anything.
Yeah, sure.
Resting on
guys.
your laurels.
GG.
Yeah, GG.
Oh yeah, by the way, Mal made a big mistake. I don't know if you guys were watching, but he let me take that 1-3 tile in front of his city.
Yeah,
Don't let a legion sit on a fucking 2-2 tile in front of the city, man. That shit is not dying. He first moved 3 archers. I lost 10 HP.
Yeah, I was watching that. There's like 4 damage. 4 damage.
Yeah. Yeah. Tomb was like, does he have? I'm like, Falcon's host is like, does he have 6 first moves on Falcon? And I'm like, no, I think
No,
he's
he
just
has
sitting there
one.
letting it happen. Like,
Yeah.
just like, yeah, bring it on, boys. Bring it on. Like Archer, still half health.
that was a nice timing with Chop Legion and everything.
Yeah.
Right, I have a question. Why did you use a lot of faith with missionary and apostle early game
Gold.
instead of for gold? Yeah, for dime.
Yeah, I mean
Gold.
the Gandhi missionaries are so efficient to get gold. I do this all the time on Gandhi. Like that was an extra. I mean, like both the apostles are converted like 3 or 4 cities, which then snowballed into more cities because they converted the adjacent cities. So it's like spend 70 faith to get another 10 GPT pretty much.
Yeah,
Good
your
luck.
tithe was the same. We looked at the pink on the map at one point. We turned on the religion map, and
Yeah.
like 2/3 of the map was covered in pink. It's like that is
Yeah,
so
yeah.
much gold. That's insane.
I think I was making. I think I had like 40 cities converted with Tithe or something like
Yeah,
that. So it's like
yeah,
early
that's right.
GPT.
Yeah, but it's a great invest when you have someone in your team that can make like 100 gold by being naval, and even if you have like 40 city, is only it's something, but it's only 80 gold for a lot of early investment in face.
Well, it's not that much, like 70. I mean, like it's what, half a settler, which I think it's for that GPT, especially with how many units we needed to produce in the early game. In that situation, we needed gold desperately, and I think it's. I mean, usually I don't even go defender. Usually I just go missionary zeal on Gondi so I can like convert super fast. But this game I couldn't do it.
Why not
But
Yeah,
taking a body and taking itinerant preacher?
Oh, we
Yeah,
had
I was-
we were one turn off statue, by the way.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, the
I had one
statue
turn
was
left
close.
on it. Thing
It-
is,
it-
it
it
could
was
have been
supposed-
delayed by bits if the hurricane actually hit hard.
Yeah, I was wondering. I looked at it at one point. I'm like, he's almost done, and then 5 turns later, Tomb's like, did he finish it yet? And I'm like, he's got to have finished it by now. I went down, and it was still a couple turns left. I'm like, what?
No,
Yeah.
no. The hurricane came at the last second, like
Yeah,
during
it
turn
was- it
transition.
hurt
It was
the
delayed
production
by an
city.
extra turn.
Yeah,
You heard
okay.
the production.
And I saw sometimes in the game you do a strategy in which one guy is doing a region spreading in Gaddy's city. You didn't do it right here. Why?
There's Norway.
Sometimes
Thank you for the follow, Future. Thank you for the
you
follow,
make a
Mayday.
region in your team and you
Jay
spread
Cisco,
it in
everybody. I'm gonna
Gandhi's
be going to
so
play
you
in a
can
game in a
actually
minute.
get it.
I just need.
So I
I'm
want
just
to
gonna
tell
say
you,
goodbye to everybody
I
here in a sec.
struggle to find a city to make Diplo quarters in, let alone
Okay.
religion for Gandhi.
Okay.
I mean, I don't. It's like you need to have some. If the other civ has some like Earth Goddess or Fire Goddess or some other faith, some type of faith game, but if they don't have some type of faith game, like it's
Okay.
gonna just getting a single apostle is gonna take. Like sure, you can get like
It's not
the
possible.
work ethics and maybe in the cap and one more city, but even that's I don't think is worth the investment for.
I could have, but I think I was just too focused on getting fascism because I had it in like 10 turns, and then just fascism tank armies just smash. So
I mean,
Yeah, I
it
know,
would have been like
too much for UCC. You don't want to see this shit.
the battleships, man of the battle.
By the way, why do you guys keep giving gold consistently? Like, why do you give gold to SD? Like, he's literally spamming it every day, man. It's so cancer.
What am I spamming?
Gold.
I can't ban
So good.
everything,
It's
I
so
guess.
good. It's so fucking good.
I mean,
It's so good.
Gaul is 100% broken, and I don't know why everybody keeps letting it get played on so many games.
The thing is, we can't ban everything. Like,
No,
if
I
you look
agree.
at
I
it,
agree. I
would
feel
want
Gaul
to-
is
Why we ban
turbo
Russia?
broken.
I mean,
That's
Maybe
mostly
the
what
most of any
I'm
civ.
curious about.
I mean, gold should be ban number one.
Yeah.
Especially against us.
I have so
consider
anyway.
that-
I'm sorry to interrupt. I have to run because I'm being called to replace somebody for my zone of control game. So
Okay, man.
I literally have to go
Good
play a
luck.
game. Thank you for an entertaining game. It was a lot of fun. And GG's to everyone. See you later.
GG from
I
Falcon
don't
Kitchen, guys.
know.